Hi there, everyone. Today, I wanted to talk about simple but practical tips on building those valuable relationships. We all know that valuable relationships is what will create a happier and a more successful life. Isn't that what we're all after? Aren't we all after that happy life? And of course, we want to be successful in our careers. Now more than ever, you have to concentrate on your relationships. I have coached several businesses and individuals in this area, and I've come up with 3 stages that you have to go through to build those relationships that will help you have that happy life and the successful life. And for the purpose of our talk today, I'm going to be talking about our professional life. Because as we all know, the business world has become more empathetic. We have to show more meaning. We have to show that we care. And so I have broken it down into those 3 stages. The first stage is you need to initiate a connection, a relationship with someone. The second one is you need to nurture that relationship so it develops into something else. And then the last is deepen those relationships, because the deeper the relationships, the more valuable they become. So back to the first one, initiate. How do you do that? Well, that's easy. How do you connect with someone? It could be at the post office, but it could be a networking event. You can connect with them on LinkedIn. When you do this and you make that connection with the individual, you want to connect with them, but you want to get to know them. So when you're making that initial connection, make sure that you stay positive, have positive energy. Make sure you look to see or hear, are there any commonalities between the two? For me, as you can see, I love snow. I love downhill skiing. If anyone finds that out about me, if they came up to me at a networking event and said, hey, did you go skiing this weekend? I would be like, who was that? We need to talk. So find commonalities with people, because that will start that connection. People like to connect with people that have similar interests. The next, you want to nurture those relationships. How do you nurture the relationships? You nurture them by staying connected. Make sure they hear from you on a regular basis. And you can do that in a variety of different ways. You can do it through a social post. You could do it through a text message. You could do it through an email, or you could even send them a personal handwritten note. Just something that shows I'm thinking about you, and you can mention something about either industry news, or maybe it was the topic you last spoke about, or maybe they mentioned that their child was going off to college. You could send them a note and say, how did it go? How did the transition go? Did they move in? Was everything okay? It just shows that you care. But I will mention, when you do these things, be authentic. Don't be just saying these things because you want to make the connection, because you want to have a sale and you want to have another big client. Make the connection because you see the value in the relationship. And sometimes you're going to connect with people who are not going to add any money to your bottom line. Maybe they're going to just offer you more information, or teach you about an industry, or coach you. So look at these different connections for different reasons, but you have to initiate them. Then you have to nurture them, and you nurture them by always staying up. Make sure they hear from you on a regular basis. That's the other key. Regularly, consistently hear from you. And then the third one is deepen those relationships. I find one of the best ways to deepen a relationship is in-person meetings. Meet them face to face. When you sit down and you have those meetings, you start to talk about a variety of different topics that help you develop your relationship, you nurture it, and you make it deeper. Because now maybe you both found out that you love chocolate lava cake, or you find out that you both have 2 children, or you find out you both love downhill skiing, whatever it is. When you have those in-person meetings, you find out a lot about the individual, but you also get to see how they think. What are their challenges and what are their goals in their job? And maybe you can help them with their challenges and goals. And this is how you deepen that relationship, because they feel that you're a value component to their life. These 3 stages are very important, but like I said, they're simple. You've got to initiate them. So go to those networking events. I know, everyone, some of us are uncomfortable. I was, when I first started working, uncomfortable getting out there, going into a room of people that I did not know, walking up to them and starting a conversation. But everyone's in the same boat, so go do it. You're going to be surprised when you go out there and you start to hear different people talk or learn about their lives, how interesting it becomes. And then nurture, stay in front of them. If you go and you initiate connections with all these people, but then you never follow up with more correspondence, that was a waste of your money and time doing that initiating part. So make sure you stay out there nurturing those relationships, and then take it a step further. Go that extra mile, as I would say, to deepen those relationships. When you deepen those relationships, you are going to be blown away at the results that you see. It can help you advance your career. It can make you a better leader. And it also can maybe help your bottom line. Those are the 3 stages you need right now to develop those relationships, to make them deep, valuable relationships, which will make you have a life that is more fulfilling and more meaningful. So I hope you found that information helpful. If you have any questions for me, or you want to talk about how you can build your relationships, please feel free to reach out to me. You can reach out to me via my email at dpeterson@worldinnovators.com, or you can connect with me on LinkedIn, and you will find my LinkedIn address below. Talk to you later.